Bother cooking, so I'm gonna save this piece for lunch tomorrow. I also got a really large box of the tabbouleh. I can probably spread this out like across 3 meals at least though. Still got a lot of leftover cooked rice that I made a while back. I'm fairly certain it's still safe to eat because it's been in the freezer. I'll leave it on that and then I can have this for tomorrow. I had a presentation at uni today, so I didn't really have any time to eat lunch. Or like I did have time to eat lunch, but I was so stressed thinking about the presentation that I didn't want to eat lunch. So I haven't had anything since like the breakfast sandwich from this morning. And I'll probably eat this while watching like a K-drama. I've been really into King the Land recently. So this week is my second week at my new job. Starting to like slowly get the hang of things, but I really think that it's going to be months or maybe even like years before I fully get a hang of things. But yeah, basically I've been feeling super overwhelmed recently, which is where this planner comes in. I didn't really talk about it too much in the video where I bought this, but the reason why I really like the Hobonichi is because it comes with both weekly spreads, or that's the monthly spread, but it comes with like these weekly spreads, which I used to, oh my god. But it also has daily pages, which I've been neglecting to fill out recently. But from experience, when I get super overwhelmed, trying to be like more reflective in my daily life is something that helps a lot. So I'm trying to rebuild my habit of writing at least like half a page or even a full page of like just things that I feel or thoughts that I've had throughout the day, just so I can have a space to dump all of my thoughts and that I don't keep everything bottled up, because it gets really tiring for me and I'm always overthinking things that I've already thought about multiple times before. And I feel like personally writing something down helps me get it off my mind. I also use these daily pages sometimes to take notes at work, so I won't show you that too much. But the other habit that I've been wanting to pick up as well in the second half of 2023 is to continue reading more books. So at the start of the year, I set myself a yearly reading goal of 75. which I think is also the same number that I set as the year before, but I didn't meet that goal last year. And I think I'm about like 5 or 6, perhaps even more books behind that at the moment, because what happens is when work gets overwhelming, when uni gets overwhelming, when I have too much stuff going on with life in general, reading tends to go out the window. It's like one of the first habits or things that I find really difficult to make time for. So what I'm doing to, I guess, kind of counter that is reading these books that have like a really short daily entry, because I feel like it's a little bit easier for this to be maintained as a habit. So this is The Daily Laws by Robert Greene. He's also written other books like The Laws of Power, which I low-key found really manipulative at first, but then I remember speaking to someone about my opinion of this book at a bookshop, and he was like, yeah, like it's really manipulative if you're planning to use it as a sword, but it is like a useful tool, I guess, to have to use as a shield so that you can be more aware of like perhaps people who are trying to manipulate you in the corporate world and things like that. Like I don't have anyone trying to manipulate me in the corporate world, but some of the stuff in here I do find really interesting. Another book with daily pages to read that I have been reading as well, though I'm a little bit behind, is The Daily Stoic by, I think it was Ryan Holiday. In that one, he like introduces a quote from a Stoic philosopher and then sort of explains more about the idea behind it, and I find that really interesting as well. So I used to, in my previous diary from last year, I used to write down the quote so that, I don't know, like I feel like writing something down for me is also a process of reflection because I'm thinking about it as I like read the words in my mind as I'm writing it down. So that's something that I enjoy doing as well, but I don't think I'll do that in this one because I am too lazy, and if something is too high maintenance, I know that I won't keep up with it. So for me, like establishing habits is about finding something that I can do which has like the least amount of resistance. So like, for example, exercising for 5 minutes a day compared to starting off by exercising an hour a day is something that I know is going to be a lot more achievable for me. So to start off with, just because I haven't journaled in a really, really long time, rather than making it like a goal to write in this and fill in the full page every day, which is something that I can do, I'm just going to make it a habit to at least try to write something down in here every day on the daily pages, because yeah, sometimes like, because I haven't used a planner for so long and I was just doing everything digitally, it's hard for me to remember that I even have this lying around, but it's like I've paid $70 for it, so I should be using it every day. Yeah. My hands are a bit full today, but I got an Amazon package, which I believe are products for cleaning. And I also picked up some sources of protein because they were on sale, and I'll cook something for dinner tonight. Let me get changed first though. I just got like 2 sponges for this, and then also a tub of the pink stuff, which I haven't tried before, but I think this is also really popular, so I'm just hoping that it works well. The last sponge I've had it for a while, and it's looking very disgusting. I don't know if you want to see or if it's even a good idea to show you, but this is what the old sponge looks like. The plastic is starting to like fall off, so it's really gross. So this is what the new one. bye.